Many Canadians cringe at the thought of creating a budget. Budgets often conjure up feelings of being limited, constrained, or even feelings of failure if they have not been successful. Let's take a look at how Canadians are doing when it comes to budgeting. Unfortunately, less than half of all Canadians report having a budget. And what's more, 1/3 of Canadians report using credit to pay for expenses. But the good news is, at every income level, most Canadians who make a budget report staying within the budget. And people who follow a budget are more likely to reduce their spending and less likely to rely on credit. By the way, be careful not to assume that people living on a low income are not good at budgeting. This is not the case. Many people living on low income are excellent at budgeting because they have to watch their money carefully, and many really know how to stretch a dollar. So the important thing is to encourage people to make a budget and stick to it, because it can really make a positive impact. It's also important to remember that budgets are not just about numbers. Budgets are human-centered tools. The same approach or tool might not work for everyone. So encourage people to use their own motivation and goals when setting a budget. It's about unique situations and the unique person. Every person is different. Their income, family type, cultural background, level of crisis, and even employment will affect the perspective they bring to budgeting. It's important to be non-judgmental. Individual spending choices may also be very different and very personal. Budgets are not about right choices versus wrong choices. Also, it's important to be non-directive. Educate and offer choices, but resist giving direct advice. Sometimes budgets really are tight, and there isn't a lot of room to make changes. When this happens, the best strategies can sometimes be the simplest ones. First, offer acknowledgement. Recognize that this person is already applying the right skills. Help them feel that their efforts are valuable. Also, look towards the future. For many Canadians, living on low incomes is temporary. Remember that the skills they learn and practice now will still be helpful later on. And finally, where possible, connect to community resources. Refer participants to community support networks for tax filing, food banks, or one-on-one coaching or crisis management.